I just want you to take a moment and think about the last time you talked yourself out of something that God was trying to talk you into. Because we do that so often. Most people don't feel qualified for that business that they want to start. Most people don't feel qualified for anything that has actual substance to it. I had this aha moment the other day that something just clicked in my brain, and I was like, God's calling for our lives is going to require us to feel unqualified for it. My name is Cara V. In case you're new here, I have been posting about my testimony from going from Love Island to finding God and ultimately finding my husband. I'm not sure if you guys know much about my husband's story, but my husband, he's a business owner. He has a social media marketing agency and as well as a software company. His businesses generates him millions of dollars a year, okay? So my husband is pretty successful, but he actually, on paper, before his success, was one of the least qualified people to do what he's doing. He dropped out of college, he got fired from his last job. People around him did not believe in his vision. He was very alone in his grind. And even if you look at the story of David, there were people that were disqualifying him to do the thing that God sent him to do. Some people in your life are going to judge you. They're going to perceive you and think, oh, this person is not built for that. But here's the tea. The only thing that's going to disqualify you for your calling is you putting people's opinions above God's voice. That is the only thing that can disqualify you. So while I was reading Jeremiah, I can see that God was telling Jeremiah, hey, you're gonna become a prophet. You need to go tell Israel this and this and this and that. And Jeremiah's like, I am young. And God is just telling him, no, I'm gonna be with you. You know, don't be afraid. And you see this pattern throughout the Bible, even with Moses. When God told Moses, you're gonna have to free the Israelites from Egypt, Moses is like, If you feel unqualified for it and you are putting your importance on people, the chances are so low that you will ever follow through your calling because all the odds are against you. God says, get up and prepare for action. Go out and tell them everything I tell you to say. Do not be afraid of them, or I'll make you look foolish in front of them. What I took from this, it's like, hey, if you don't listen to God and you don't put faith in your calling, you're gonna look foolish, because once you start doing that, that's when you back down from your calling. That's when you give up. But when you put your faith in God and you say, you know what? God works best in my weaknesses, you are actually going to be able to go through your calling and fulfill that mission that God had for you from the start. Think of your calling as a door. You go through your life to find that door. You have to go through so many stuff in order for you to get to that door. But guess what? You can't open the door without the keys. And guess who has the keys? God. God has the keys. God is the one that created that room. God is the one that created that calling for you. So he has the keys for their calling. You can't walk to your calling without God. This is why you should not look for blueprints in the world, because the blueprint is not in the world. The blueprint is in God. I say this to say, because there's nothing that you can do on earth to be worthy or good enough for that calling that God has placed in your life. Because guess what? It's not based on worldly things, but it's based on the relationship and your trust in God. Period. Don't let the world distract you from God's calling in your life. This world is going to be pulling you in so many different directions, but if you silence the background noise and just lean into God, God is going to be able to guide you through your calling. And if you put your trust in him, you're going to see all the good things that he has planned for you. I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. So remember, God never asked you to be qualified. God asked you to be faithful. I really hope you enjoyed this video. And if you guys did, give a thumbs up and comment down below. Comment down below, please, because it does help my channel and I would really, truly appreciate it. And I hope to see you guys on my next week's video. I post every single Thursday and I love you. God bless you. And thank you so much for making till the end. Bye.